Is he really an improvement over Riddick or Smith?
Bob.
Yeah, but then again, what do you have to give up to get him? And he's just for one playoff run.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like getting a new goalie, but the controversy is more
4 straight starts for Smith.
Yeah.
Who's playing better.
Because to me, Riddick kind of got the shaft a bit.
Yeah.
He played great. The team didn't play that great in front of him. He was not the best, but
you're looking at this the wrong way. This is Smith improving, and that's what you want leading into the playoffs.
Yes, but you also don't want Riddick to go cold because he's sitting on the bench.
True, I was surprised with the 4 straight starts, but I'm very happy with the overall result.
Is it 4 or 3?
It was 4 straight because he did Florida and lost in the OT loss.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hopefully, as you say, it's a good thing that we have a Smith going. But I do wonder how this affects Riddick as, a potential option going forward.
Yes, well, I think there's probably a good chance they'll start tonight against Anaheim.
You think so? You don't think they'll go back to Smith?
I don't know. It's a controversy, man. I really like Smith getting better.
So what would you do? You're Coach Peters.
I'm Coach Peters.
You walk into the dressing room. There's Riddick doing up his pads, Smith doing up his pads.
I put Riddick in and Smith on a high note before he starts his next round.
So you say, hey, big save Dave.
Big save Dave, you're in. Smith, show us some magic. Now it's your turn.
Yeah.
So you can turn around. On the subject, what I noticed with the Islanders, you point out his little thing where he pumps his arms out.
Who?
Smith.
Yeah, he kind of does that falls forward thing.
Yeah. I saw them do it just before they draw the puck, and I think he does that to adjust his equipment. He kind of stretches out because he does a lot. I didn't notice till you pointed out.
And if
before the
face-off, yeah, but that's different because he's doing his arms around to try to distract the guy. It's so ridiculous. Not as a goalie, you always try the way a goalie can lead a team is you're calm in net, you make the saves, you give the people confidence around you. And Smith, even when he's playing good, he's firing pucks around, passing, making dangerous passes.
Would not be a word I used to describe Smith.
Yeah, no. And so maybe you eventually get used to it if you play in front of him. But watching the shootouts where he's doing the scarecrow and the moonwalk and everything, just stand in the net and stop it. And we always lose shootouts too.
Yeah, shootouts are not our forte. But where Smith makes his bread and butter is stopping the original shot, not causing too much of a rebound. He doesn't make spectacular in-line saves. If there's going to be a rebound and it's not blocked by D, chance it might probably goes in. If there's 2 rebounds, the second might go in. So it's the initial shot where Smith usually does good. And back when he was ice cold, he was letting in those soft goals.
Yeah, and you can see the difference actually, because he's a little farther out on the shooters, even though he's not challenging like some other goalies do.
Yeah,
he is challenging more than he normally, or more than he has in the early part of the season,
with confidence coming back.
And the second thing is, we talked about how he'd make simple saves and fall on his face. He does seem to be a little more upright, which is an advantage, because if there is a rebound, you have a better chance of stopping it on your knees than on your face.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see how, as you say, we'll see who gets the start against Anaheim, and if it is Riddick, maybe it's a good chance for him to get a little confidence back.
Yeah, I think that should be the focus now, is have both goalies riding high on confidence. And I'm probably a good way to get it.
Good one, Randy. Good one.
Okay, another thing I've noticed, and I wanted your opinion, it's about our fourth line. How do you rank our fourth line versus other teams we've faced?
Well, the Islanders were known for having one of the best fourth lines, and I think our fourth line took it to them. Right now, it's just the fourth line playing with confidence, really. Ryan's been on trending uppers for quite a while now. Hathaway's joining him, playing really strong hockey, and Zarnik.
Mangiapane.
Mangiapane. Yeah, Mangiapane's good. He works hard. He's got decent vision.
Yeah.
Puck kind of rolls off his stick, or at least it was before. It's not doing it so much now. So it's a decent fourth line.
Yeah, I think it's, at least right now, it's one of the top, if not the top in the league. Yeah. It's always hard to compare. You don't see every team, but I can't think of any game in the last even 10, 15 games where the other team's fourth line outplayed ours.
Yeah. And what really feels good about this fourth line playing strong is the idea of rolling out four lines and not worrying. It feels like it's been a while where we had four lines really going strong. I'm pretty sure not any time last year.
No, last year we had Curtis Lazar was like on our third line.
Oh man, that's right.
There was a lot of hate and vitriol sent towards our third and fourth line last year.
Yeah, we were ragging on Lazar pretty hard. I hear he's doing good in the minors.
I think he got called up too by the Flames.
Yeah.
To be a 13th forward or something. But the fourth line, Derek Ryan, a guy I was pretty doubtful on at the start of the season.
Were you?
Yeah, I read somewhere that people in Carolina were like, oh, there goes Bill Peters' pet, Derek Ryan. So I kind of thought, and he didn't play that great at the start of the season for the Flames, but he's been red hot lately, 7 points in the last 7 games, and he has more skill than the average fourth liner.
Yeah, I think he's the top skilled on the fourth line. And he plays, I think it's his vision. He's a good setup guy.
Good setup and
good hustle, good poke checking.
Extremely reliable for defensive play too.
Yeah.
Any situation you can send him out and count on him.
Yeah.
And Hathaway, I really like Hathaway. I liked him since he came up a couple years ago, and you know, he's not the most skilled player, but he can finish and he's tough.
Yeah, exactly. More so in these last few games, if for me, it feels like his skills gone further than what I first gave him credit for. He's making better dekes, skating around players, checking. I guess he's always been good at checking and turning the puck over, but when he's hot, it feels like that skill can keep going.
Yeah. And the one thing I did notice about Mangiapane, he does have a fairly good release. So I think even he could maybe... He scored a couple times, but I could see him getting a few more before the season ends. And not the typical fourth line where you stand a foot in front of the net and just slap it in like a nice one-timer in the slot or something. Like, he has that potential.
Yeah. Is there anyone we can fan some heat on? I mean, it feels like it's all been positive, especially after the Islander game.
You win 3 and things look up. We did get an injury.
Oh, that's right, James Neal.
And it's not his teeth either.
Did you see the injury?
Not really, no.
I think, I think it went by without really taking a look at it. It was an instant play, maybe. We got hurt.
Yeah, and it wasn't... I don't think it was like a play like, oh, there, it's happened. I think it was...
No, he pulled something at some point.
Yeah, but some people did bring up the fact that since he's going to be out like week by week, it could be not a season ending, but a longer term injury. There's some potential to pull some shenanigans with the salary cap.
Yes, I think we both heard this, the whole Patrick Kane loophole.
Yeah. And what that is, if people haven't heard about it, is the salary cap only counts till the end of the regular season. And players who are injured don't count towards the salary cap. So potentially, because Neal is hurt, you could bring in someone worth $6 million a year, and then when the regular season ends, bring back Neal, And because it's the playoffs, there's no salary cap. So it doesn't matter if you're 10 million over 15, whatever.
Yeah.
So
bam, you just earned yourself an extra $6 million player.
And that's exactly what Chicago did. Is Kane broke his collarbone.
That's right.
And they sat him out till the end of the year. I can't remember who they brought in, but they brought in, maybe it was Hossa at that time.
No, I think Hossa was still on.
But they brought in someone where like 6-7 million over, or after the playoffs started, they would have been 6-7 million over the salary cap because Kane started playing again.
Yeah,
when
he
the season
came in
ended.
like...
First game of the playoffs.
No, was it first?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's exploiting the loophole. And now it's known as the Kane loophole. It's great. It feels like that's what we're lining up to do.
I guess it's getting about that time that we should go meet a mascot.
Hello.
Today, we travel to Dallas, Texas. Victor E. Green is the mascot for the Dallas Stars. He is a furry green alien with hockey sticks for antennas who comes from a galaxy far, far away. His name is a play on the Dallas Stars' team color Victory Green, or a reference to the former owner, Norman Green. He was introduced on September 13th, 2014, and is the first mascot of the Stars franchise.
Not very clever. Victor E. Green.
Victory.
He's
Victor
green.
E.
Former owner. Last name Green.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch. And upon his introduction, the reaction from the fan base was generally negative. He has been described as a living pile of mulch. A living mulch pile. The baby of the Grinch and Oscar the Grouch. Or a hairy booger.
Yes, he is not a very impressive looking mascot.
Do you think we have a new winner for worst mascot in the league?
So far, yes, this might outdo that stupid anthropomorphic coyote, the happy face coyote.
I think he is the front runner for worst. But the interesting thing is, in the state of Texas and in the city of Dallas, he is actually not the worst mascot in pro sports.
No.
Have you seen Rowdy for the Dallas Cowboys?
Oh, yes. A stupid looking cowboy guy.
He really is creepy looking. If you pull up a picture of him, he's got this like fake smiley face. And
he looks like Chucky.
That's what I was going to say. He looks like he should be in a horror movie. Like the kids are running from him and he just can't stop this smile on his face.
You know, he could be an anthropomorphic version of Kachuk.
He can't be anthropomorphic. He's a human.
He's adopted phantasmal human characteristics, including a giant hat.
Yeah.
Large cheekbones. Creepy smile.
Yeah, the dumb shit grin on his face.
Yeah. That's the worst, that shitting grin.
And it's not a mascot. A human is not a mascot. It needs to be non-human.
It fouls up your whole segment, but luckily he's NFL.
Yeah.
That green pile of mulch.
He's a hairy booger.
He's something alright. Hockey sticks antenna, galaxy far, far away. It really sounds like a not well thought out mascot.
No, I think... yeah, I don't know how many options there are left for mascots. Like, I'm sure every animal has been used. But just the hockey sticks for antennas. Like, I guess the Stars thing is the reason you have an alien. Because your team's called the Stars. But it's really a stretch.
I wonder what the North Star said.
That's a good question.
Yeah, he didn't come down from North Stars.
We'll have to dig into that. The Minnesota North Stars mascot.
Could be next.
Could be next. Okay, should we look around the league?
Yes.
You have an update for us.
Going around the league, we are approaching a favorite time of mine is when I check out the standings and select the wild card position. Huh? You don't like that? To see who's battling it out?
Okay, give us the update.
Well, usually this is where the Flames would be.
In
at
the
this
past, yeah.
But we are sitting comfortably